What's up, YouTube and Facebook, and welcome to Not Quite Mint. I'm Tom.
I'm Rich.
And today...
Oh, sorry, not quite mint. Yeah, sorry, we are not quite mint.
Today it's Thursday, and we're going to be going through our reviews for the new comics that came out on the 5th of August, 2020. So shall we get into it, Rich?
That, I think, would be lovely. Didn't want to do that.
Yeah, okay, playing the intro.
I'm just scrolling through the old what's-its. But, yeah, so, yeah, we're all ready to go, aren't we? So, as always, guys, you are probably new. Some of you might be new to the channel. Make sure that you do, obviously, subscribe if you haven't done it already. And again, we're going to start asking you to Hulk smash the like button. So, Hulk smash the like button because that's what, you know, everybody needs to do. That's probably the best thing that you can do. If you're already subscribed or you watch our regular videos, let us know that. And if we do anything that you don't like, let us know in the comments down below so that we can not do it again. But yeah, make sure that you do obviously do that. Obviously, Tom, you did hear the dingly bell sound.
I did.
Well.
I dropped it.
Did you drop it? Okay. So a little bit premature, but yeah, hit the dingly bell as well. And then you will know that we generally go live on a Tuesday, generally go live on a Thursday. And also we normally drop out some kind of a video over the weekend, whether it be an unboxing or whatever. So
just a quick hello to Rich and the Grey Man are both in tonight. So hello, guys.
Nice one. Yeah, Grey Man. He does lots of. He does he drinks and listens to heavy metal music on one of his videos with his mates. Yeah, I think one of Grey Man's like or something like that does something with a heavy metal magazine type of blog thing as well. So it's yeah, heavy metal. Can go on.
Nice. If you are new to the channel,
you do like,
and you haven't come before, don't forget to follow us on the old social media. We're on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. So do feel free to follow us on all that. We do keep up to date every day, and follow us on there as well to find out about our giveaways. We are going to be talking about the giveaway at the end of the video, so stick around because we're going to get to actually draw it this time. Should we get into it then, Rich?
Yeah, 2 weeks' time, giveaways, indeed. But we're here to review comics, as we've said. There's a lot of comics, and am I hyped or not hyped? I'm probably hyped for all the reasons that people aren't going to believe that I'm hyped and shoot me down. But I think we're gonna speak the truth, aren't we now, Tommy?
We are, mate. We're gonna get into the nooks and crannies of this. So I just want to do some notable mentions first. So I picked up a couple of other extra comics that we didn't talk about in our keys. Ones I'd recommend people go and read are the Fantastic Four issue 22 and Empyre X-Men tie-in. They were really, really good this week, the tie-ins for Empyre. I really enjoyed them. I thought they were very good reads. I would definitely recommend picking them up. So that's all I'm going to say. And then I think we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. You picked up issue 1 of Firepower. I picked it up yesterday, and I really did enjoy it. I thought it was pretty good.
It was one of the free comic book day ones. So I've got the free comic book day version, and I almost bought issue 1 and issue 2, but I was looking for the gold foil. I was waiting to find out about the gold foil variant on issue 1, purely because I didn't realise it was going to be one of these like one per store things, as it's turned out to be. It's dead expensive, so I might wait and then pick up issue 1 and 2 in the future, because I feel like it's got a feel of Invincible for me, and we really enjoyed reading Invincible, didn't we, when we did the key spotlight with that? So definitely.
Grey Man saying Holy Christmas, is that giveaway still going on? Well, we're thinking about keeping it going until next February.
Well, as I say, basically, obviously me and Tom only were together for the first time last Thursday when we did our CGC unboxing, and the idea at the start was that we'd do a monthly giveaway, and then Corona hit, and we just haven't properly sorted it out, have we? So we're going to do it in 2 weeks' time, aren't we? So we're going to start promoting it a bit over the next couple of weeks, and we'll give all the details. And the good news is, Grey Man, because I know you entered in it before, anybody who entered before on our older videos will get a second entry for being so loyal and wonderful. like the Grey Man is, and the Grey Man's selling his anybody who watches this, the Grey Man is selling his grey boxes. So a little plug for there. Head over to his channel, check out his grey boxes. I've already got my name on one. And,
nice.
We'll do an opening on that in a couple of weeks or whenever he gets to send them out. So that'll be it. So we're ready. I'm a bit apprehensive to talk about this next comic, really.
Yeah. So which one should we do? Because these again are both notables. I couldn't quite putting them in my top 5.
Yeah, they're key comics, and if you watched on Tuesday, we'll talk about the one that we've read the previous 3 issues. So let's start here. Let's start here because this one's a little bit easier to sort of talk about. So Empyre issue 4, and what were you telling the world about on Tuesday, Tom?
Well, what about the death that possibly happens in this one / issue 2 and 3 are terrible apart from the ending?
Exactly. Well, I've obviously caught up with Empyre because the last one I wasn't here last week to read one of the issues or whatever, so I'm a little bit behind. It's issue 2, isn't it, that I've not read? I did read the last week, sorry. And yeah, I found the issues 2 and 3 a complete and utter flat line, and then I've came to this one, and we were both hoping that it would really perk us up, but I can't speak positively about the story, and I don't know if you feel the same. There's obviously a death, even though this character
it's not really.
They've been dead before. They've already been dead, according to it. I know this is a bit spoilers, but I'm not really that bothered. But it's like there is a death, but it's not a death. It's like I don't know what it is really. It's just disappointing, isn't it?
I tell you what, I was trying to get behind Empyre from issue 1. I loved issue 1. I thought it was great, and then it died off in issue 2. The ending was good. Issue 3 again, it died off. The ending was good. This one is exactly the same. It starts off terrible. The middle is terrible. The ending is really good. But I'm going to say something that's probably a bit controversial. The ending of this comic almost feels like it was slotted in for no apparent reason. It's a really good ending, and it's an amazing thing what they do with the end of this book, but it almost felt like an afterthought. That part of this book needed more justice, I believe.
Yeah, definitely.
Tiny bit at the end needed a little bit more explanation and a bit more of what was going on. Not the last page. I thought that was horrendously dealt with.
Yeah, definitely. Well, one of the things that I read, again, I don't really want to go like spoilers, but yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot of things about, forced agendas in comics and stuff like that. But realistically, let's all grow up and just like get on with lives and live and let live and all the rest of it. What happens at the end of this, it's just one of those things that, it's going to come into comics, it's going to come into, sort of the MCU at some point and things like that. And we've just got to move on. But like you said, I think it's such a significant moment, because it's the first time it happens with 2 superheroes and not like a human and a superhero or vice versa. He deserved more than just a last page reveal. And apparently there's an earlier comic, I think. I don't know if it was the last event that they did, where there was like a celebration going on, but like nobody quite knew what they were referring to in that celebration. And then it was like, that they were referring to the event that's obviously revealed at the end of this episode, but it doesn't really have a great level of relevance, I don't think, to Empyre. It's a real mess.
I liked the to and froing between Wiccan and Sue and Johnny. I liked that the chat they were having about it, about how like this wouldn't be happening. That's not, this is not.
Everybody wants spoilers. Everybody wants the spoilers. Just go for it.
So basically, at the end of this comic, you get this whole thing that Hulkling is not who Hulk, like he's not actually Hulkling. He's like been taken over. Wiccan says it's not him. He can tell him a mile off. And then there's this whole little bit of banter, which is good, but it's boring. And then right at the end, they hit you with the fact that Hulkling and Wiccan got married. And it's a lovely splash page. It's a brilliant thing, but it's just slotted in at the end like it just didn't mean anything. And it's so annoying.
Yeah. There's like no build up as such. There's no real explanation, and it's a real shame. And it's obviously built up in the sense that like other people knew that this had happened, and it was. I've just found it a bit weak, and I think it deserved a bit more explanation, kind of thing, a bit more of a build up.
I think it deserved a bit more of more than one page for sure. It deserved a few extra pages, I think.
Yeah, so I don't know. Death's Head mini-series, Rich says.
I don't know, Rich. I didn't read the Death Head mini-series.
I think this might be what I was referring to when I had read it and I went and watched a few like the reviews on YouTube and stuff on my lunch. It was one of the reviewers brought up, so they're both obviously
male, yeah.
They were both males, so it's the first time I think in a comic book two like homosexual superheroes has got married. That's what it is. It's happened with like non-humans and things like that before, but that's what the fuss is all about. But yeah, I think there were a couple of the reviewers who had read some kind of other previous series where it was inferred that they got married, but they hadn't actually revealed it. So I don't know. It's a bit of a. I wish I knew. I should have paid more attention to which series it is. But Rich might be right there that it was.
Rich, can you not my Rich in the comments? Was the mini series Death Heads done with Nick Roach? Can you comment if it was? Because I can't remember. I do remember him being involved. Nick Roach is one of our friends. Nick, my Rich.
Yeah, so I mean, Greyman will know, you see. So he's got he's putting down there other than Midnighter and Apollo. So it's like, I don't know. I mean, it's one of those ones where there's a lot of chatter about
I'm pretty sure there has been a gay marriage before in an X-Men comic, but I can't remember if it's two superheroes because it's definitely North Star and somebody else, but I can't remember whether that's in Ultimate X-Men or the regular X-Men. Yeah, so somebody did refer to North Star, and I think North Star married like a non-mutant human-y type of person, so that's what I think he was. But Anyway, shall we move on to the one that's
anyway
take us 15 million hours to discuss?
Yeah, this next one is the one that everybody's talking about. So shall I bring it up?
Yeah.
So which one do we want to put that up, don't we? So there you go. Yeah. So is this Legends of the Dark Knights? And yeah, I'm like all kinds of angry about this really, because it's sort of I'm frustrated because it's one of those books that's been hyped and hyped and hyped and has got very, very expensive. I've had it on the pull list because I've been collecting death metal. I'd also on my pull list I've got the 1 in 25, the accompanying 1 in 25 ratio variants, much like yourself. I believe you have as well, Tom. And it's like
that's all the price.
Yeah. So my LCS, which is a Forbidden Planet, had actually got the 1 in 25s for me, but they wanted £150. Now I've only been paying £8.99 for the other 1 in 25. So I'm not knocking them because the guys in the shop haven't set the price. At the end of the day, it's been done at head office because of the hype. But for me, I was like, no, that's a hard pass. I'll just leave it. But it kind of like that. I'm pissed off about that, and I'm pissed off that there's a lot of people. Literally, they said the guys in Forbidden Planet said there were people walking in and just buying like handful 10 at a time, and normally they're quite good. They normally know the hyped issues, so they restrict it to one per customer. They didn't know this time, so there were people walking in, walking out with armfuls of it. So many people were in there when I was picking mine up, and they were being turned away, because there weren't any left. And I find that a real shame. It's bad enough like that they obviously shoot up in value, but all the rest of it, and it's all because it's the first appearance of the first full appearance of the Darkest Night and the first full appearance of the Robin King.
Oh yeah, don't forget you get the origin of the Bat Rex.
Yeah. And what is it? The bat monster truck thing, and Baby Bat.
Yeah, and Baby Bat. What the? Sorry. Like, Rich comments. Rich, how much did you get the 1 in 25 one? And if you did, how much did you pay for it? Because I'd be interested to know. Because I got told how much it was cost from Comic Connections, Collectors Assemble, and I was not impressed. Anyway, moving on. Shall we actually talk about the contents of this book?
Yeah, go for it.
So I was really excited to see like how this was going to pan out, what was going to get. The best story in this is the first one. The Darkest Night. Yeah. I really liked it.
I didn't mind that. Yeah, I thought that was all right.
It was a really, really good story. I liked that it touched on the fact that he was a good Batman, then he was a bad Batman, then like he moved on to pretty much the ultimate darkness, which I liked. I thought that was really good. The second story in this was extremely disappointing because I'm pretty sure in Death Metal issue 2, when he speaks to the little Robin bloke, he says, "Oh, you're really interesting. I'd like to know more about you." He's wearing a Robin costume. He's Robin. He's not Batman. Why is he Batman? Why is
he? How? Right? Because the way this is a problem. This is talking about continuity, and this is supposed to be a direct tie-in to the character that we now will take forward as the Robin King in Death Metal and beyond. Why in this, and this again is a massive spoiler for anybody who hasn't read it, but I'm just angry about it, and I don't want people to make the same mistake. Do you know what I mean? But I say mistake. Do you know what I mean? It's not a mistake. It's just frustrating. So in this, the Robin King is introduced as an evil Bruce Wayne. I won't ruin the story, but that's how he's introduced. As Tom says, in Death Metal, I believed that something was going to happen to one of the Batman Who Laughs Groblins because he was singled out as being horrible. And I thought something was going to happen to him to then become the Robin King because he's different to the other Groblins who are dead, I think, aren't they? So how has a bad Bruce Wayne from one of the multiverses ended up? I don't understand it. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
No, I totally agree, mate. And you know what? My whole thing for this, and I think I said this back when we started talking about it, before we even ordered it, about who this Robin King was going to be. I was hoping he was going to be the Batman Who Laughs version of Dick Grayson. I thought he was going to, because Dick Grayson never falls off his pedestal. He's always this amazingly bright, sparked character. I wanted him to be the Robin King, but the Joke Who Laughs version of Nightwing. But he wasn't. It's just basically Bruce Wayne as a really petulant, horrible child.
Yeah, horrible, evil child, and it doesn't. It just doesn't make sense. I don't understand how that Robin, because he was the Robin. He's the Robin King, and that's the point I'm getting at. Is that at the end of the story in this Legends of the Dark Knights, he is the Robin King at the end of that story. No mention of the bloody Batman Who Laughs. He is the Robin King at that point.
But also, like, Batman becomes Batman because he falls into a Batcave, right? Yeah. How does he become, like, what's the Robin reference?
Yeah, he's never, Bruce Wayne, he's never Robin. Yeah, Bruce Wayne is not Robin. So how's he a Robin King? Yeah, it is frustrating, isn't it? It's just
so frustrating and one of the worst. And then it got worse after that because you've got the whole B-Rex origin, which didn't you didn't even get to how he became he just was there, a raging T-Rex. And then the whole car thing where he turns into like a car. What's that all about? Where did that come from? And then the less said about the baby character, the better. What an awfully written piece of crap.
Yeah. It's just shocking. Yeah, so the Greyman saying, is he just a bloke whose name is Robin King? It would make more sense if that were the case.
Either that, or he went to Burger King, robbed the joint, and was like, oh, do you know what? I think Robin King works better than burgers.
Yeah, Robin King. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, it's and the problem is that this book potentially for me they need to retcon this whole bloody Legends of the Dark Knights and just have the Robin King's origin rewritten, or like just have issue 3 as like the proper full appearance, because it's a bloody joke. This is a joke. So
Yeah, for the
I
amount of
don't
money
get
paying for it.
Yeah, it's a joke. Absolutely piss take. Yeah, absolute
Well,
piss
like I
take. So I'm
said,
glad they only paid up the price.
yeah, absolutely same, mate. But like I said, the first issue, like the first story arc in this, it's about the Darkest Night, is fantastic. It's written by Schneider and Tinian, and it is really good. So it's worth it for that, but don't pay over cover price for it. No way.
For me, the way I look at it is that first story is written, as you say, by the people who are writing the main death metal thing, so they know the story and it makes sense. Whereas the thing with Robin King, he clearly didn't get the brief about what the fuck was going on. So yeah. Anyway, yeah,
sounds like
it's a firm no. So I hope all the scalpers have gone out there and made their money, because that's fucking joke. But anyway,
so I'm not. We couldn't put the Dark Knight, the Legends of the Dark Knight or Empire in our top 5 because they just didn't cut the crust.
No, get rid of it. Horrible. Yeah.
So I'm going to put.
If anybody wants mine for £30,
yeah. So I'm going to put my 2 pence piece in and go for number 5 on the list of comics that I enjoyed this week, and in my top 5 is Deadpool. And it was really good fun because essentially Deadpool's not been invited to go to Krakoa. He believes Krakoa's got the cure for cancer, so he decides to make his way there. That's about as much as you need to know. It's really good fun. There's a baby shark in it. It's quality. Job done. Worth getting.
Good. So for me, for my little first pick was I caught up with Star Wars, because obviously I'm a Star Wars fan, I'm enjoying this series. It's really, really easy to read, really quick to read. There's not a load of like unnecessary dialogue or whatever. I think it assumes that you know a lot from the films and stuff anyway, and it's just good fan service. I'm enjoying it. We had a bit where at the end of the last issue, Leia was in like carbonite, and we sort of see that all resolved, and Princess Leia gets saved and stuff. And you've got Luke was trying to find his lightsaber, but then he resolved himself that he used the Force and he didn't need the lightsaber and all that. So, and then at the moment, Luke's been captured by an old Jedi. Who I think is called Verda or something like that. Previously introduced character in the Darth Vader 14, I think in volume 2 or volume 1 of Darth Vader. But yeah, they're just fun reads, and like for me, it's just a little bit of a fix of Star Wars, which makes me happy. So yeah, I'm enjoying Star Wars.
I've got to catch up, mate, because I actually enjoyed issue 2. Issue 1 was a bit meh, but issue 2 was really good.
Yeah, it's easy to read as well, mate. It takes like no time whatsoever to read. So yeah, if you can, you can. I read both of mine in like 15, 20 minutes, easy. Like it was, really good. Nice artwork, good books.
Nice. Right. Number 3 for our top 5, we're going for DC's Dead Planet issue 2. This is really good. I really enjoyed this. I have to be honest. But I enjoyed issue 1. What did you think, Rich? I liked a lot about this.
Yeah, it's good. It's one of those ones. Obviously, like the whole afterlife equation and stuff like that was quite good. I think the first issue had a few more kind of like gut punch moments. Until obviously right at the end of this one. Again, I don't want to give away too much
quality.
The ending, like you just like there's a load of characters who you just think, oh yeah, they're just happily on a little mission and stuff. But yeah, they literally like not nice things happen to them, and it is a massive surprise, isn't it? And but yeah, you've got like the whole sort of, there's like a sanctuary, Poison Ivy's sanctuary, haven't you? In is it in Gotham as well? It's in Gotham, isn't it?
Gotham, yeah.
Sanctuary
and the garden in Gotham, where they're all safe. So you've got like Jason Todd's looking after them all. You've got the Ravager, which is Slade Wilson's daughter.
Yeah.
And they're going out and they're kind of saving whoever's still alive. And then obviously Jonathan Kent and Cassie turn up with the green canary and Green Arrow.
Green Arrow.
Zombie.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're like, you can't bring him in here, and it's like, no, we've got him protected, but we're bringing him in. It'll be all right, and it's obviously not going to be all right.
But the shocker is obviously the news they've got to tell them about what's happened, and they're all like, "Wow, you're telling us that that's happened," and well, spoiler alert, like basically they found the cure of this like zombie apocalypse, and they've gone in and told them, and they've all gone, "Shit. We've been killing people left, right, and centre because we thought there was no cure. Now we all feel really bad." But it's really,
it's apparently, it's in Cyborg's head as well, isn't it? The cure, apparently. So we've got to figure out how do we get it out his head? But wasn't it Cyborg who unleashed the anti-life equation or whatever the fuck it was in the first place?
I feel like they've slightly spoilt it because of the issue 3's cover has got the leader of the New Gods on the front. And I don't know if you know about Darkseid and the New Gods, but they're obviously Darkseid is bad and the New Gods are supposed to be like the good guys. And Darkseid created the life thing that's killing everybody and turning everyone into zombies. Yeah. So I have a feeling that the New Gods are going to help them find the cure. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think this is a really good series. I'm going to stick up with it and keep reading.
Yeah, definitely enjoying it. So yeah, that's on the reading list for next time. As is, our number 2 pick this week, which is very pleased at the same time. But yeah, we've got Batman 96. So we have a multitude of covers we can show you.
We've got all the covers.
All the covers in the world. So yeah, so we've Batman 96 obviously featured as a key because of the character that you can see on our George Jimenez 1 in 25 cover. It is Clown Hunter. He's not in the. I will say it's a full appearance, but he actually he's not actually named, is he, in this?
No,
I don't think they're referred.
Not named. He just makes a yes. He just makes a very quick. He's in one whole panel. All together.
Yeah.
And I think I'm gonna like this character.
Yeah, I do as well. It's really cool because basically, obviously, the world's descending into anarchy. Joker's running around with bat planes and Batmobiles and all the weapons and everything. And there's all of control of, obviously, Bruce's assets and stuff. And you've got Batman working in the background, like recovering from the toxin that he was given in 95 from Punchline. And we find out that Harley Quinn's not dead. Shock. But
yeah. She's got a cool scar.
But she's got a cool scar on her neck, as you say. So just really good. And again, it's just a continuation, really, of more good writing. And I'm excited. I want to see how it's going to unravel, really, or not unravel. But the start of it was cool as well because it was kind of like a flash forward, wasn't it? So you saw Batman in this new blue futuristic bat suit, but it kind of goes all a bit. It doesn't go the way you expect, does it? Obviously, the way that it pans out. So again,
isn't he? He's massively driven balls because
a nice twist because you do think, oh, is this a flash forward when everything's all okay? And then the way that it actually pulls things apart with, like I thought that was really cool. But you see, it's Dr. Freeze, isn't it?
His kid.
And he's got two sons, hasn't he? And it's like that's quite cool.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this issue. I thought it was great. This is why I'm definitely putting it in at number 2. I thought it was good. I liked Clown Hunter's first appearance. I like that he bludgeoned a clown to death. I'm all for that. I don't like clowns. But yeah, I thought it was really, really good. I liked the start of it. I liked the flash forward bit, like you said. I liked the fact that they then came across that it was all because he's tripping balls, and then you meet Harley Quinn. She's still alive. I like that. She's ready for a rematch with Punchline. I liked that then later on in the issue, like he's still talking to Alfred. I like that. And he's using Alfred as a kind of like a compass to keep going where he's going and making sure he's doing the right thing. I did like the throwback to Batman's origins in this with the whole
Monarch Theatre thing.
Yeah, I thought it was really, really cool.
Yeah, definitely.
I think James Tynion's doing amazing work.
Yeah, Comic Dino's in with us as well. So yeah, he's saying feels like gold today. So me and Dino actually, we accidentally bumped into each other in one of the comic shops in Birmingham, but I didn't think it was him until I'd left the shop, and I don't think Dino possibly recognized. So we're gonna have to try and do an impromptu comic crawl, I think, on one of our lunch times, but it's quite funny when I suddenly realised it. So, but yeah, both based in Birmingham. You see, what would you think? Another person who thinks things are lovely. But yeah. So go out, definitely jump on Batman 96, and I honestly think that these issues, because there's so much focus on stupid Robin King and obviously the Fantastic Four and Venom that's going on, they're missing a trick, because I really think that Clown Hunter could be a really likable character. I really do.
I think he's going to be massive, mate. I can just see it happening.
He's cool. He's like, he's obviously rebellious. He's a vigilante. I mean, he's got like a batarang tied onto his bat, and he kills people. Do you know what I mean? He's not messing about.
Guns don't kill people. Clown Hunter does.
So that's it. So we're coming to pick of the week time, guys. This is it's going to be a big curveball for a lot of people, but we really did love this. So this is we're going for this one, which is The Dreaming Waking Hours, and you have got the standard cover there, Tom, and I think I've got one of the variants, nice. And then obviously that's one in 25 up in the middle, and this was really, really good.
Yeah, I agree.
I couldn't really fault it. Really, really likable characters. Obviously, he's. I mean, it's one of those ones where actually, obviously, it isn't written by Neil Gaiman. So it's written by G. Willow Wilson, I believe, art from Nick Robles and Matt Lopez. But it captures that Sandman universe world that with like real, it's like a dreamy kind of whimsy. I think that's if that makes sense to anybody who's listening. It's just, I just really liked it. I instantly liked the characters. I like the fact that this, obviously, the guy who has his first appearance, who's on this picture here, Ruin. I kind of assumed that he was going to be all together and quite cool and impressive, and he's actually like a little bit clumsy, a little bit of a
he's a bit of a joke, really, isn't he? Like, he's portrayed as this. He's supposed to be this bad, kind of nightmarish character, and actually, if anything, he's a bit of a Burke.
Yeah, and he seems quite like a nice nightmare.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
But
he seems to be messing things up, which I thought was really cool. What I liked about this book is I don't normally read this kind of thing. It was completely new and fresh for me. It felt brand spanking new. I really liked it. There was, I'm going to continue to read it. I think I liked the main character, the girl that's in it. I like that she was pretty normal. Yeah. And then this nightmare character comes into it. I like that he was really clumsy. I like that it brought a little bit of fun to it. But you can see there's going to be a dark twist. It isn't going to be a happy ending. It isn't going to be a nice comic towards the end, for sure. I liked that they introduced a load of like old historian characters as well. I thought that was a really cool twist. I thought that was excellent. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, because the main character, like this girl, and I'm sorry, I can't remember her name. It's something like Ellie or something like that. But basically, she's got a PhD in English literature, and she's basically like expert on all these literary historical figures and stuff. And then because we're in the Sandman universe and we're dealing with nightmares and all of that, she's sort of captured or sort of imprisoned in this kind of like in the waking, which is this dream world of whatever, and she's surrounded by Kit Marlowe, who's a famous playwright, William Shakespeare, obviously everybody knows him. There's a couple of people who didn't know their names, but they're obviously all these historical literary people, and it's just, I don't know, it's just completely different. Yet still fun.
Yeah.
I mean, there's one bit, isn't there, where she realizes that she's still asleep, and there's just a shot of her like looking at this, like, you know, at the like straight ahead and just being like, "Fuck!" Like, I just like that grown up aspect to it.
So, and that's why it's the pick of the week, because it's something so different to what we normally would read, and it just it had a great first appearance with Ruin. Yeah, pick of the week for sure.
Yeah, it was good. So 100% recommend if you see that knocking about on the shelves. It's got a really good first appearance of Ruin, a proper true first appearance, not like the Robin King, much better thing, I think, to get involved in, and a much better story, better writing, better, you know, just better in every aspect. So
agree.
100%. So those are our books. Those are our reviews. I hope that has been useful to anybody who's out there at the moment. We have got to make sure that you obviously subscribe and stuff, because we've got a mystery box to open. The video will go out over the weekend. And yeah, keep watching, because we're going to do a standalone video for the giveaway. But that'll be next week, so keep your eyes open, keep watching and everything, because we do have a giveaway running. If you comment hashtag NQM Crate giveaway down below, you can enter. Get in now, because if you enter beyond when we do the giveaway video at some point next week, you'll get a second entry. So you won't get a second entry now, but you will when we do the final running, so that we can capture our newer subscribers, as well as the guys who've been with us before
since the start, since we started doing this giveaway back in February. But I think we should probably keep it going now until next February, this one giveaway.
Just keep going. So yeah, keep watching, because I'll make sure that we'll show off the prizes properly, let everybody like jump in, and it'll just
be trade me in, Rich.
I could never trade in Tom. Tom is my brother from another mother and all the rest of it. But obviously, any collabs with our fellow YouTube community family members, we're always up for that. So definitely. But so me and Tom, NQM all the way.
Respect.
That's it. So I think we're done, aren't we, Tom? Have you got anything that you'd like to add?
No, not really. Keep coming back. Matt, huge thanks to everyone that keeps coming back to watch the shows, and everyone that keeps subscribing, and those that keep contacting us and talking to us on social media. It does actually mean a hell of a lot to us. So yeah, big thank you to you guys. Huge.
Cool. Appreciate it. On that note, I'm just going to say again, thanks for coming, guys, and take care till next time.
Now I'm going to say, stay safe, look after each other, read a hell of a load more comics, and see ya.